Right guys, it is, what is the time? I don't know what time, it's about 5:30, 5:45 in the evening, I think. Anyway, I've just done some work. The building work is going to be starting on Monday. I'm not sure what the date of that is, but anyway, I've just taken these plants out of these troughs that were along the back of the fence there. And the reason I've done that is so obviously once this building's built here, I'd have been stuck because they'd have been behind the building. I would have never got them out. Anyway, that's going to be a nice little walkway at the back there, because at the back here we've got the underground heat source pump, which obviously heats the pool. So if you can imagine, there's a big building along here, and then down the side there, because the building's going to come to where that golf net is, down the side there, that tree is going to come out, and then we're going to have like a little walkway down there and then around the back, so you can get behind the building for the air source heat pump. That is going to be part of the new building, but you won't see it because it's going to be, the new building's going to skin around it, so it's all going to look like one big building. Here, where the concrete pad is there, that is going to be decking. And eventually what's going to happen is you're going to walk up here, up the path. There's going to be a door here where you can go into the door, into the shed. And then we're going to have some sort of decking as well along here that you can step up to, probably walk along. 3 big doors here that's going to have the big opening to the gym. And what I'm going to do as well is this shed's going to come down at some point, and then these troughs, I'm going to clean them all up, paint them, I don't know what colour yet, paint them a nice colour, and when that shed's removed, they're going to go in here and they're going to be stacked or lined up nicely, and I'm going to put shingle in between them so it looks nice and clean. And then I'm going to have my own herb garden. I used to love cooking, I still love cooking, and I love fresh produce, and me and Eddie spend, I don't want to say spend a lot of money, but we buy a lot of herbs all the time, but they always go out of date quite quickly. So I'm going to have my own herb garden here, so I can have like rosemary, thyme, basil and whatever, and then that's going to look quite nicely there. Brand new fence is going to go up there as well, and then here's going to be a decking area, seating area, potentially could put like some sort of canopy on it at some point. But basically the reason I'm doing that is that in the summer, the sun rises over there, so the sun is on our house from like 9:30 all the way until sort of about 2:30, 3, then it starts to go to the front of the house, and then this whole area gets sun on it. So then in the evening, after the summer, or after sort of the summer evenings, we can come sit up here on the decking, nice set of chairs, drinking on a nice mint tea, bliss. Good morning. It is the 1st of April, and this is not an April Fool's. We are having a gym built in the garden. I spoke to you guys previously on YouTube, and today the builders are finally arriving. So hopefully by the end of today, this is all going to be dug out. It's all going to be made in regards to the actual bottom of the frame, and then we can start to think about putting the concrete in tomorrow. All right, of course my golf net is going to have to come down. Unsure where I'm going to put that at the moment. I don't want to take it apart, but I don't want it to be in their way. And what I'm going to do is the top soil that they're taking off there, I'm actually going to get them to dump it here, because this is all uneven. All this is really uneven. So I want to try and spread it out to make this top part of the garden a bit more even. So need to work out where I'm going to put the golf net, but the builders should be arriving any minute now. And of course, I will keep you guys updated along the way. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Right gang, builders are here. They've been here, well, they're a bit late, not gonna lie. As I think everyone will know, if you've had building work done in your house, it's never gonna be, the timing's never gonna be bang on. Like realistically, the concrete was supposed to be going in today. However, the builders couldn't come yesterday, so they had to come today. So the concrete should be going in tomorrow. However, the guys can't get the concrete delivered tomorrow now, or Thursday, so it has to be Friday. So things are getting pushed back already. However, they've started, so let me show you what's going on. So we've got, they've taken out a tree for me at the moment, which is in the corner. They are going to take this one out for me as well, which I'm very appreciative of, because I don't want it there. And we're digging down. Like I mentioned before, that shed there is staying. This one's going. It's going to look like one big shed, which is great. By the way, this guy on the digger, you'll get a closer look at him later, looks like Jack Reacher. big lump, 6'5" he is, the boy. Anyway, once that's dug out, I'll show you guys a bit more, but it's going to be sick. We're actually going to get a bit more of the width now. I think it's actually going to be 6.5 meters long. There he is. 6.5 meters long as opposed to 5.5. So let me show you from this side so you can see everything. So where that corner post is there, all the way to pretty much here, and all the way back here. So once it's all dug out, we'll go. And we'll have this access path here as well, which is going to be pretty worth it. That's going to come out. There's going to be a little walkway here where you can get around, because I've got to get to the pool pump there at some point. So yeah, it's all go. But this is going to be the gym, this big area here. Skip has arrived. A lot of rubbish is going to be going in that the next couple of days. So obviously guys, we've got obviously to dig down, but if you can see like this, there's like hardly anything, and then all the way down there, you've got all of this.
That's just a little bit higher.
So from that, you can't see because of the sunshine and the shadow, but it's like nothing there, all the way to there is level. So you can imagine how out my floor is, or my grass if you like. The levels are all over the place, but obviously the building's got to be built level, so that's the biggest thing we've got to get right from the off. So guys, I've done a bit of building work in the past, so I kind of seen all this stuff before. You guys might not have. This is a laser level, so this is spinning around constantly. You can see that little light flashing there, and then when Robin holds that pole up, that spins and it beeps and tells him whether he needs to go down or high to get it absolutely bang on level. Pretty decent bit of kit. And I, my friends, are what they call the T-boy. Happy builders. Keep builders happy at all times.
When are you taking down that golf net?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to take it down yet.
Yes, you are.
It's quite like it there. Once it's Astro stuff, I might turn it around and just use this as the...
Absolutely not.
Yes, please, yeah.
Thank you very much.
How's it going?
Lovely.
Yeah, it's good.
Good?
So you've got so much weed there. Cheers.
Yeah, look, that's level up there though.
So much what? Weed?
Yeah, well, I've been putting these. This is all.
I told you we got loads of weeds.
I know. Right chaps, it is the next day. Builders are back. They've already been doing a fair bit this morning. I haven't filmed just yet because we come along some issues, but we have sorted out the issues now. But look, they are now putting in. So, like I said yesterday, they've put all this stuff here, which is going to be leveled out, and hopefully it's going to make this garden a lot more level. Now we have on to the second stage, I guess. So as you can see, it's obviously a lot deeper this side than it is this side. You've got like 1 or 2 bricks here, 3 bricks there. That's just going to be the level of the type 1, right?
Yes.
Just the level of the type 1, and then the concrete's going to go on that. So the concrete's probably going to sit a little bit above ground.
Yes.
But that's just
6 inches above this level.
6 inches above this level, just to make sure that it's all running through level with that shed there. So once this is in, concrete's then going to come on Friday, and then we can start to build the structure.
Yes.
You'll have this done today, won't you? I can start bicep curling by next week. So that is the update so far. Obviously nothing too major is really happening so far. Once they've dug the hole, once they've got the levels correct, once they've got the type 1 down, the fun part really is the concrete on Friday. But we're going to the gym for an hour or so. We'll come back and we'll see how further on they've got. They're probably going to have to use some wood to shutter off the edges, I'm imagining. But again, I'm no builder. We'll see once we get back. Right, back from the gym. The boys have just left. We have the base, pretty much, guys. So if you can imagine, it's going to go right from this end here. So right from this end of the shed, because this is going to have to stay because it's got all the pool stuff in it, right the way to over here. The sun is not doing me any favours here, guys, I'm sorry. Right to this stake here that you can see in the ground, and that is going to be, what you can see here, this being done, is going to be the gym. Alright, obviously there is going to be a little bit of a walkway here. So if you can imagine, guys, we come up the path, there's going to be a door here, and then obviously this bit here, this area, just this line, from that way onwards is going to be a little path, but only to the shed. So these doors are going to change eventually because they're too big to open up. So I'm going to change all this and have one door. This is going to be like a wall, like an external wall to be fair, but inside, if that makes sense. And then the rest of this is just going to be the gym. So it's not a small area, to be honest with you. The only thing I will say is it's only 3 point something meters deep, so 3.3 or something like that. So if you think about it, I'm going to have a squat rack here, which is going to be a Smith machine, actually, a Smith machine with a squat rack and some cables. You're only probably going to have about 2 feet, not even that, a foot either side. So that's taken up. That side, that whole side is going to be a rack of dumbbells. I'm hoping it's going to fit perfectly. So yeah, sort of like it's going to be 12.5 to 40. Then mirrors both sides. We've got a leg extension and a leg curl machine that's going to go somewhere around here, and then a treadmill. That's all we're going to have in there really. But you can do a lot, and obviously bench, like a bench to do bench press on the Smith machine, things like that. So yes, it looks like a decent size. And it is a decent size, but honestly, once you actually get the equipment in there, you're going to think to yourself, it's not a lot of room. Do you know what I mean? But there doesn't need to be a huge amount of room. It's not that I'm going to be training here every day. It's just going to be like an extra session that I do, or you know, maybe if I might come back from like a long trip or something, I can't bother to go to the gym, but I want to get a session in, I can come up here and do that. So this is what they've done so far. So they've dug it out, put the type 1 on it, which is that. And then tomorrow they're going to shutter it all, so put this like that, fill it in with concrete, and then it's going to make it nice straight edges. So once the concrete's on, obviously, actually no, tomorrow they're not filling the concrete tomorrow, that's Friday actually, but once that part's done, the rest of it then goes up pretty quickly. The concrete's going on Friday, which means it has enough time to dry over the weekend. I mean, it will dry in a few hours, like they can work on it, like in literally, like you can walk on it after like 2 or 3 hours, I think. But in an ideal situation, you don't really want to do that. So the fact is it's going in Friday, dry over the weekend, and they can really start to build and build it off the base there. Which shouldn't take too long. Once you get the frame up, it's just like insulation, cladding, the roof and all sorts. But it's exciting stuff. Should only take about 4 weeks from start to finish. Good morning, gang. Next day, day 3 now. I've got a t-shirt on that you guys are not allowed to see, so I'm going to have to have my hand there the whole time. Anyway, digging out has all been done. Type 1's down. They're now doing all the shuttering, which is basically putting wood all the way around to then, when they fill the concrete on Friday, obviously the concrete doesn't go anywhere. This is the exact level as to where we're going to have to go up to, guys. So yes, it's going to be, the concrete is going to be up quite high here. Sorry, the sun's killing this video, by the way. But don't worry, because when we do the panel on the outside, it's all going to be down to the bottom anyway. So we are looking more and more like a bit of a gym. We have, however, got a delivery. So let's go and see what's being delivered now. I think this is pretty much all the materials now. So day 3 today is basically them boxing out the entire gym, making sure everything's correct, the levels and things like that. And then also we've got the entire delivery, which has just come up now, which is all the timber, probably plasterboard, probably insulation, the roof, the lot. So let's go and see what they've got. leveling out all the dirt, guys, which is gonna make such a difference to this area. Like, it already feels different, like looking over there and seeing the hedges and hedge line and stuff at the bottom. So much better already. He's also pulled the little bush out that was in front there, because when the doors are there on the gym, I don't want to be looking out and seeing half a bush, and that bush has annoyed me anyway. Quick update, shuttering is now in, so that is going to be the size of the gym pretty much, guys, if you can kind of work that out from the edge of there, because that is going to be a little walkway through there to the gym, sorry, to the shed, and then that is going to be the entire gym. So shuttering's in. Nothing really to update you on. All they've done really today is put this shuttering in to make sure that when they fill the concrete up, the concrete will go to the height of this, and it will be super level. Once that goes off over the weekend, they can then start to build the entire gym. Obviously build the walls, pulled out that hedge, I think I showed you that earlier. Now, I don't know if you guys have been into or had anything like this built or whatever, but when you're building like bases and concrete bases, you want to put stuff like metal in there. So they always put like this in there, and this is going to hold it all together a lot more, a lot tighter, and also it prevents like expansion and cracking and things like that. But underneath there's all the wood. We've got some damp proof membrane there, the Celotex which is going in the walls, and then the chipboard there, which is basically to build the roof out of. So we've got all the materials here now, but it's going to look so sick, guys. Like, if you can imagine it from here, like that shed's not going to be there, and you'll see the tree, and then you'll see one big building all the way along the entire garden, which is going to look pretty sick. Also, it's my birthday at the weekend, and Ellie has got me a birthday present, and she's given it to me early. And the reason she's given it to me early is because she couldn't really hide it. Let me show you. What an absolute beauty. This is unbelievable. We've got a drip tray here. We've got drawers here, 2 drawers here that's just soft close, and that's just where the gas canister goes. We've got a burner here, which is sick. And your boy's already cooking chicken. What a game changer this is going to be. I am genuinely just going to be doing lots of meal preps. Like, imagine this, a night like tonight, maybe even like, well, it's going to be on a Sunday mainly. It's going to be a lot hotter than this in the summer. I'm going to come out here, batch cook a load of chicken, even cook some steaks, and I'm going to make like loads of chicken and steak dishes, pack them all up, meal prep for the entire week pretty much via this. The Americans do it all the time. We can't really do it in the UK all the time because of the weather. However, I'm hoping to do that a lot during this summer. Maybe one day I'll get a complete canopy over me here so I can do it all year round. But this is a sick birthday present. Look what we've made. So I've cooked the chicken on the barbecue. Looks unbelievable. Eddie's made like a little salad. Tzatziki. Rice, flatbread, and a sausage. Doggy. Good morning, guys. The concrete man has turned up. So concrete is being pumped in today. It's only 7:15 and he turned up nice and early. The builders weren't even here yet, so he's just setting up. Builders are going to be turning up at any minute now. And then we are going to start pumping, or they are going to start pumping the concrete into the end, which is going to be very exciting, because once that is in, all it then is that to go off over the weekend, and then we can start building the gym frame, and I can't wait. We're also looking after this little sausage. This is not my one. It's Eddie's dad's one. He's an absolute nightmare, aren't you? Early start for the boys. We've got pipes running from the front of the entire front of whatever you want to call it, the house. I'm trying to think of the name of the fucking house now. Anyway, they're getting to it. The cement mixer has just arrived. Morning, Will.
Morning, mate.
How are we doing? So, Celotex is now going down. Is there membrane under that, or was that going on top of this?
Now we've got a plastic membrane going on that black stuff there.
Oh yeah, on top.
Seal it.
So this first, then the membrane, then the concrete.
So steel and then concrete.
Oh yeah, the steel, yeah. The steel to keep it all together, the stuff, yeah, the reinforcement that I showed you guys last night. That just basically makes it keep it all intact. Expansion joints as well, right? So it won't ever crack and stuff like that. So we're nearly ready. So the insulation on the floor is about, I think that's 20 mil.
25.
Yeah, 25 mil. Good guess. 25 mil on the floor, and then what's on the walls? Is it more?
Yeah, the walls is bigger, yes.
Bigger. 70 mil. 70 mil on the walls, so about 3 inches then.
Once it starts, you can move that around.
It's quite a lot of concrete, so we've got to go up to pretty much, well, bottom of that wood now. That's got to go all the way along there, so it's probably about, well, I don't know, I'm going to guess it, but we took out 5 tons of mud, so I'm guessing around 5 tons of concrete's got to go in. All the way through here, guys. Got about 50 meters of pipe. One, 2, 3, yeah, about 50. I reckon, probably longer than that. It's a long pipe.
Those lines.
No, don't go on there. Good evening, guys. It is 5:30 in the PMs. We've got the outdoor puffs out and the outdoor carpet. Set up the table as chairs as well. Taking down the golf net. My golf net was here, taking it down because there's no room, as you can imagine, with what's been going on at this end of the garden, which I'm going to show you now because I've been out all day. The boys were here this morning just doing the concrete, and obviously once the concrete was in, obviously they just had to make it as flat as possible, and that was kind of it really. They couldn't do much more today, but I've been out for most of the day, so let me show you what they've been up to. So here we are. This, what you can see that's been concreted, that is the size of the gym. This little walkway is going to be concreted at some point, but we only ordered enough concrete for this part, which was a good idea to stop it there. Now the reason being, it's going to be one building, by the way. So this building's staying, but the whole front of it, that is exactly in line with that. The whole front of this building is going to look like one huge building. All right, but I didn't want to disturb this. Now I'll show you the reason why I didn't want to disturb this. Is because, if you can see in here, guys, there's nothing in this shed other than literally, why is it not focusing? There's nothing in this shed really other than the pool filters. And if you can look right through here, guys, the pool filters run all the way down there, all the way down there and around here, and come in from here and obviously underground and go right to the pool. So ideally I wanted the door there for the shed, so that you've got one big door there and then you've got the big doors, which I'm going to show you in a minute, to the gym. However, I'd have to disturb all this. I'd have to get electricians in to move all this somewhere else, plumbers in to re-plumb it all, move all that filters. You're talking an extra 6k, guys. So I just thought to myself, what would be the best possible way around it? And I've worked that out. So I'll show you exactly my thoughts now. So we decided to do it in a separate stage because that is a little bit higher than this concrete here. And as you can see here, without these two pieces of wood, the concrete's there. That is going to be about 2 inches higher, which is pretty much where that is. And I didn't want to lip there. So what we were going to do is we're going to do it separate. This will be an outside wall here in that building, and then you can have a walkway through here. I'm going to change these doors so that it's just one door, because obviously it won't open fully because it's going to hit the other wall about there somewhere. So I'll change it to a small door. In here, if you can imagine, there's a wall there, guys, because the wall going to be running right along the back. I'm going to make some shelves. Right, those shelves are going to be for such things such as outdoor furniture, like the the outdoor cushions and stuff that we have, because realistically we've got not got a lot of storage. So this is what is going to happen, right? You're going to walk up, you can have obviously a walk up here, and you're going to have a door that's going to go here, like a glass door. All right, probably this way. Walk in, and that's your thing there. Like I said, it's all going to be one big building. The front, we've got 3 huge doors, guys. All right, so you're probably talking. Look, here's the doors. Let me show you the doors. So obviously they're on this side, but 1, 2, 3. So you've got like 1, 2. So let me try and space it out. So probably like here. So 1, 2. That's 1 door. 1, 2. That's 2 door. 1, 2. That's 3 door. You've only got from here, my foot to there, of wood. The rest is going to be doors, guys. So a lot of natural light, which is going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So realistically, guys, we've got quite a big building, because if you think about it, it's going to be from there, that roof's coming off, and we're building up. It's going to be a square building, all right? So it's literally going to go up all the way along and down, and it's all going to look like one big building. So it's going to look super, super cool. So it's basically 10.3 meters by 3.4 meters or something like that. So that is the update, guys. I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is end this video here. That is part 2 of the home gym build. Of course, when they start again on Monday, I'll be doing extra or more videos, literally like this one. But I'll do it in stages, guys, because it's going to be about 4 weeks from start to finish. I've done a week already, about 3 weeks left. 3-4 weeks of video, and will be a lot of footage, and you guys probably will get bored after a little while if I was to do one whole video. So we're probably going to do 4 stages. I'll probably do like week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4, and we shall see how we get on. But I hope you've enjoyed this first part of the video, which actually is the second part of the video, because I did the first part, which was taking down the old shed. But realistically, we've probably got 4 more videos to come, week 1, 2, 3 and 4. All right, can't wait for it to be done. Can't wait to show you the inside. Can't wait to get the equipment to actually put together, which is going to be sick. And I'm hoping that this is going to be done just before the 1st or the 2nd of May. I think that's the right dates. Hopefully, because I've got my dad and I've got my sister coming down for the weekend, and I want to show them in there, and hopefully we can get a session in. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more home gym build. Let's go.